So, first things first, we are in Portugal. We're not at Hayes Lane for this interview. How have you found the warm weather training camp?
It's been fun. Obviously, it's nice to sort of get out of the country, train in the warm weather, the nice facilities. It's been tough. Obviously, 34-degree heat when there's not much clouds in the sky. It's tough and it drains you a little bit, but look, it's a good chance for all the boys to sort of gel together for the season. The new signings for them to come in and sort of get in the click of all the boys that have been here. So yeah, I think it's been amazing. Get out in the sun, play some football, play some snooker. You don't really want much more than that.
So you were saying off camera about the downtime. How good has it been to gel with the lads? Obviously, you're all playing together all the time, but that life away from football, how important is that?
I think it's massive because when you're on the pitch, obviously you're footballers and your teammates, but when you're stuck with each other pretty much for 7 days, it really gives you an insight of your teammates as a person a little bit more, and it just gives you a chance to sort of know people. And because for the next 9 months we're all going to battle together every Saturday and every Tuesday, so it's good to sort of get to know the people around you. And the gaffer's been saying it, like, just the team morale alone, that gets you 7-8 points a season just from digging in and having your mates back who's next to you and putting everything on the line for each other. So I think it's been really important for everyone to just gel, and the new boys coming in to sort of find their feet, and you couldn't tell who's new and who's old in there because everyone's just gelling really well. So I think it's massive.
And how good is it? How good does it feel that you're now back in amongst it? It's been a horrible year for you. That Cheltenham game was emotional.
Yeah, well, a horrible 2 years, but yeah, that Cheltenham game was just sort of like the mountain peak, really. Obviously, there's still so much more to go and so much more I want to do, but to come off of such a long 15, 16 months out, 2 surgeries, crutches for probably about 3 months altogether, it was really tough. So to sort of come back and play when I was out on loan and then come back for the final game this season, it was just a very nice sort of way to close that chapter of being injured, being on crutches, having surgeries, to then go into pre-season where we're in now and this season and hopefully many more, and sort of put that chapter to rest. So it was a very nice feeling to come on, even if it was 7 minutes, and just to make my EFL debut after the 2 years that I had, which were very tough. So yeah, that was a very big moment for me and my family, who have obviously put up with me when I was a bit, not the best person to be around, but yeah, it was really good.
And it was written in the stars that you were going to score our first goal of pre-season. How good did that feel?
Oh, that felt good. To score again in front of a packed out Hayes Lane, 2,000 people there. So that felt really good. Obviously, last time that happened was in 2023, and it seems like a lifetime ago. So to hear that roar again and play in front of the fans, and obviously playing on the grass pitch now, since I played on the Astro when I last played there, it was very nice, and it was a sort of good sort of opening chapter to the life after injury. And Cheltenham was closing the book, now this is opening the book, and getting the first goal put me in a good contention to go into next season, hit the ground running.
And obviously, you've got great competition. We've got Nicky, Marcus, Michael Cheek. How is it for you to be in amongst those type of players?
It's tough because they're both all had very good careers and all very good players, but they're very, very good to learn off. They're all older boys. Cheeky's been doing it since God knows when. Same with Nicky and Denanga. So it's really good to get around them and just get that little bit of wisdom and maybe a point here or a point there. It's really good. Obviously, it's tough for competition to get in the team, but to be around them and learn from them and watch how they move and how they protect and how they play, I think it's been massive for me. Just even being in training in a couple games.
And rumour has it you've got your mate back.
Yeah. I woke up and all the days I woke up one morning, went into Longy's room, and Crowhouse was just asleep, and I was like, God, this brings me back. Obviously he said about it that it was in the talks, but how football is, nothing's done until it's done. So I was like, okay, cool. I might see you, might not. And then I wake up and he's there, and it feels good. That's we've been together since 16, so it's 5 years, and he's come back home for us. So no, I'm buzzing that he's back, and it's one of my best mates. So hopefully he can put that extra step next season and get us promoted.
And we've got to speak about Steve Harris as well. He's obviously been a real key aspect of your development, and now he's our assistant manager. What did you make of that?
I was buzzing for Steve. I was really, really excited for Steve because obviously he's come through like a lot of us come through, and me, Ben, Kel, we probably wouldn't be where we are today if it wasn't for Steve Harris. He always had our back when we started training first team and stuff like that. He kept us grounded, but he pushed us. And when I heard that he got the job, I was just buzzing for him because obviously last season he was like in and out as a coach. He wasn't really in there full time, settled. So when I heard he got the job, I was just buzzing. And also it's good for me and the younger boys because that Steve wants to give the young lads the opportunity. Obviously Gaffer does as well, but Steve coming through from that and knows the players a little bit more personally than Gaffer, I think is really good for the future of the club to bring in new talent like Kellen Fisher and Ben Crowhouse and people like that. So yeah, I was really excited for Steve. That's like my dad at football, so everyone makes a joke of it, but yeah, I'm buzzing for him.
And what is your personal ambitions for next season? Obviously, when this goes out, we'll have played Lincoln City. We've got a couple more friendlies in the schedule. But for you personally, what do you want to get out of next year?
I think the main thing is just stay injury free. As I said, it was a long 2 years. So hopefully I just get through the season. Added on top of that, I want to be in and around the squad. I want to get a few starts on them, a few goals. And if we're going proper out there, I want to play every game and be one of the top goal scorers in the league. But I just want to be in and around it in the squad, start a few games, coming on, and just sort of build up my CV and my reputation. But yeah, they're the main things, and hopefully as a team get promoted to League One, and because that would be ridiculous. But yeah, just play as many games as I can in League Two, score as many goals as I can, and who knows what can happen. Football's a crazy game.
Do you know what? It's just good to see you smiling. It is, honestly, the amount of times you walked into the players' lounge in the office the past 2 years, it's just been so hard.
It was a journey, and I think my dad and my mum and everyone who saw me on a daily basis would tell you, like, it's tough. And I never really understood that, when you see these players get injured and they have, really, like, they get really down. I never really understood that, but when it actually happened to me, I understood where they come from, and I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy because, you're still coming in every day and you're stuck seeing the boys go out to training, boys go out to play a game, and sometimes you can't walk, and it was horrible. But yeah, I'm glad to be back, and that's what Steve always says, because obviously sometimes I do get down, which is normal, every person does it, but he says, just think where you were a year ago, you was on crutches, you couldn't walk, everyone was in Portugal and you was learning how to walk again. Like, be grateful for where you are, and take a step back and go, yeah, you know what, like, life's changed a lot in a year, so hopefully it can change even better for next year.
Well, it's all in the past now.
Exactly.
So, thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
All the best for the rest of pre-season.
Cheers, thank you.